Welcome everyone. So you've probably noticed mention of this idea that teams may have more of a monolithic application, or they may be more of this microservices pattern, and that this has a lot of implications for the type of test coverage you need, particularly as you move towards a more continuous pipeline. In this video, I thought we would dig in that a bit and get more comfortable with what this means and the implications it has for a pipeline. The basic idea is that if you're just building a simple app in a hurry, you'll probably build it as all one thing. This keeps things simpler. It keeps tests simpler, it keeps version management and all the rest of the housekeeping simpler, deployment simpler. However, as we scale this monolithic and the functional spaces increases and the amount of stuff that it does, the scale that it operates at, the size of the team that's working on it increases, we may find a couple different things. Part 1, we'll call it for the application, versus part 4 of the application have really different characteristics. One needs a real-time interactive component and the other one needs something else of a different nature. It gets more awkward to put all this into the same code base and the team is working on this versus the team is working on this. They want to do things differently, use different technologies, deploy in different ways. Also, we may find that it's a lot of every little change we start to make on this thing, which becomes more and more frequent. The more complex it gets, the more features it has, we find it's very disruptive to redeploy the whole entire application so often. And thirdly, we may find that part 2 of the application interacts with the part 3 of the application in ways that we didn't exactly intend or plan, or perhaps don't even entirely understand in some cases, and we don't want that. So one solution that teams find really helpful for them is to take this and begin to refactor these components into their own little applications that are independent but then interact with each other. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this pattern that's very popular, and this works well for scaling the application. But as you can imagine, what happens is that now something that we could understand pretty readily when we are testing it is a little bit more complicated, because we need to know how this service over here interacts with this other independently developed thing over here. So the need for integration and system tests is going to increase quite a lot. So I was hoping to show you here is both, generally speaking, what this means, and two, how it relates to the things that we are going to increase from our test pyramid and our test coverage overall and the nature of testing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the bell for more interesting contents, and thanks for watching.